In this video, we're going to learn how to multiply binomials. So in this case, my binomial is x plus 2 times x plus 5. And again, a binomial just means there's two terms. And in this case, my first term is x plus 2, my second term is x plus 5. Let's take a look at a simple mathematical way to organize the distributing of these brackets. The first multiplication we're going to do is the first two terms of each set of brackets. So we have an x as the first term in the first bracket, and we have an x in the first term of the second bracket as well. So if we multiply the two first terms, we get x times x, which is x squared. The next bit of multiplication we do are the outside terms. So these are the terms on the outsides of the two brackets. So in the first set of brackets, that would be the x, and in the second set, that would be the 5. These are on the outside of the expression. Now, x times positive 5 is just positive 5x. The next bit of multiplication we're going to do is the inside terms. So this is kind of the opposite of the outside terms. These are the ones that are on the inside of the expression. So in this case, it's positive 2 times x, which is just positive 2x. And the last bit of multiplication, as you're probably going to guess, are the last two terms in the sets of brackets. In the first bracket, I have a 2 as the last term, and in the second bracket, I have a 5 as the last term inside the brackets. So in this case, positive 2 times positive 5 is equal to positive 10. Now I'm not quite solved because I have like terms in this expression. I have the 5x and the 2x, which are like terms, so I can simplify. And if I simplify by combining those terms, I get x squared plus 7x plus 10. And that is how you distribute the binomial. Let's try this again with a different set of numbers. So take a look at this, try to solve it on your own, and we'll solve it together in just a moment. So once again, the first multiplication we're going to do is the first two terms in the brackets. So that's x times x, and that's x squared. The second bit of multiplication are going to be the outside terms. So x times negative 4, which is negative 4x. Next, we have the inside two terms. So that's positive 6 times x, which is positive 6x. And then finally, we have the last terms in each set of brackets. So that's 6 times negative 4, which is negative 24. The next step, of course, is to collect my like terms. And if I collect those like terms, again, that's just the negative 4x and the 6x. If I simplify that, I get x squared plus 2x minus 24. Feeling a little better about it? Let's try it again with a new set of numbers. Here we have x minus 9 times x minus 1. The first multiplication we do is x times x, which gives us x squared. Then we do the outside terms, so x times negative 1, which is just negative x. You could also write this as negative 1x if you'd like. Then we do the inside terms, so negative 9 times x, which is negative 9x. And finally, we do those last two terms, which is negative 9 times negative 1. And of course, that will multiply to positive 9. Once again, those two middle terms can be simplified by combining them. So I will have x squared minus 10x plus 9. And that's my expanded version of this binomial. All right, let's go over one more example. Try to solve this one on your own before we solve it together. This one's a little bit trickier. So the first thing we'll do is multiply the first two terms. So negative x times x, which is negative x squared. Then we multiply the outside terms, negative x times negative 3, which is positive 3x. Our next multiplication are the inside terms, so positive 2 times x, which is positive 2x. And then finally, the last terms, which is positive 2 times negative 3, and that's going to give us negative 6. Now those middle terms, again, they're like terms. We're going to simplify them one more time, and that's going to give us a final expression of negative x squared plus 5x minus 6.